Have you ever come across someone who never uploads photos of themselves? No vanity shots, no life milestones, and no constant updates. In a culture that craves the spotlight, these individuals can seem almost invisible. However, psychology suggests this choice is far from accidental. It actually reveals significant depth regarding their self-assurance, perspective, and maturity. Let's explore the psychological drivers of those who choose not to share their lives on social media. Prioritizing privacy over fame. Experts suggest that people who rarely post tend to have a very strong privacy orientation. This means they prefer to maintain authority over how they are perceived by others. They aren't necessarily avoiding social interaction. They are simply guarding their own mental peace. While many hunt for validation through digital engagement, these people rely on internal approval. They don't feel the need to broadcast their daily life to find fulfillment. That is a quiet sign of deep-seated security. 2. A clear sense of identity. Research into self-concept clarity indicates that those who share less online typically possess a very firm understanding of who they are. They recognize their own values and objectives without needing a like from the outside world. This makes them less vulnerable to chasing trends or comparing themselves to peers. Their sense of happiness isn't dictated by how followers respond. It is generated from within. 3. Deep emotional security. Posting less is often connected to secure self-esteem, a type of confidence that doesn't need constant attention. They don't use selfies to justify their worth because they already feel complete. Psychologists note that people with this emotional balance experience less anxiety and stay focused on real-world success. 4. Introspective rather than performative. Individuals who stay quiet on social media, they consider their thoughts carefully and post only when it is truly meaningful. This habit comes from an internal locus of evaluation, meaning they measure themselves by their own standards. They prefer genuine connection over superficial digital interactions. 5. Recognizing the digital illusion. Many of them are aware of how easily social platforms can distort the truth. Psychologists refer to this as social comparison theory, where people judge their own value against someone else's best moments. By staying low-key, they protect their mental health from that cycle of comparison. They choose tranquility over keeping up appearances. So the next time you see someone who doesn't upload their photos, don't assume they are just timid or antisocial. They might actually be more centered and self-aware than the average person scrolling through their feed. They don't need a public stage to feel validated, and that is where true confidence lies. If you enjoy learning about the why behind human behavior, subscribe to our channel now, because here we don't just watch what people do, we decode their minds. Click here to see our next video.